The body is not here. It's gone. Mukuro's body. It's not here. The body's gone. This suddenly makes it very hard to verify whether the body matched these measurements. Then it must be. I have no idea where, but corpses aren't the only thing I need to check in here. That tarp. Which means the killer might have left some clue behind. Biolab. Oh. Tarp is from Biolab. Which means very few people had access to this tarp at the time. Because we couldn't get to the biolab, could we? Where could her body have gone? Oh, has anything changed in here? Don't think so, but it's still kind of hard to tell. Alright, what's in the raw, boy? Well, here I am in the biolab. It's so cold. It's like abnormally cold. I feel like I'm in a giant refrigerator. Why is it so cold? So cold. That's the first thing I need to figure out. I mean, don't be a little bitch about it. Like, what do you want from me here? Some kind of weird machine. On the left side, there are a bunch of glowing blue lights. On the other side... I've seen something like this before. In horror movies and stuff. It's a fridge for staring dead bodies. Biolab is actually a morgue. Should probably take a closer look around. Yes, I wanted to do this. Some kind of booklet here. An instruction manual. We offer an eco-friendly alternative to standard dry ice for all your cadaver needs. In addition to the germicidal lamps, we also provide an ozone generator for the removal of ethylene gas. Simply insert the cadaver and the blue light will let you know the automated system have activated. Should I write this down? Blue means working. Blue means working. Temperature and humidity levels will be adjusted automatically for optimum settings. With our system, anyone can keep a body as fresh as a daisy for as long as you need. In the unlikely event of a problem, the red light will activate and an alarm will sound immediately. The exterior is stainless steel. Hold on. Red equals alarm. The exterior is stainless steel, and we do offer an optional leather upholstery upgrade package. Leather optional? Question mark? This is an instruction manual for the fridge. Sounds like it. I want to look at the bodies. And the writer off. Looking around, I think I get it. It seems clear to me now it was a makeshift morgue. And those lights by each slot. It looks like it's set up when... It looks like it's set up so that when a slot is occupied, the blue light comes on, which would mean inside each slot lit up in blue. Another one of the victims is... Can't let my emotions take control now. There's only one thing I can do for everyone who's died, and that's defeat the mastermind. I don't have any... Let me look at the bodies, though. He's not gonna look at the bodies, because he's too much of a pussy. Stack of tarps. Seen a lot of these lately. That's a camera. I mean, I guess I should look at this, seeing as it's different to the others, but yeah. Can you look at these? Does that mean Mukuro's... Since Mukuro's body disappeared from the garden, could it be in here? I need to check, but I have no idea how to open this thing. Guys, come on. You just found the fucking instructions. Now please open it. Fine. I guess we'll have to wait for somebody more productive to get involved in the biolab section. Which means, you know, Kyoko, basically. We'll have to wait for her to pull herself together. That sounded really callous. I shouldn't have said it like that. She, you know, she's having a bit of a day right now. So, Toko, this is where you were?
What do you want?
Am I so disgusting you want me out of your sight? No, that's not it at all. I just thought maybe you'd found a clue. Well, I haven't. I didn't find anything. Not a single clue. I figured since this place was related to the case, it would have to have something right. But there wasn't anything out of the ordinary here. Give me back my precious time. Calm down.
What's your problem?
Don't tell me to calm down. Do you have any idea what I'm going through right now? When everyone finds out, they're going to call me useless. Nobody's going to say that, but we will all be thinking it. Master will. 100%. I don't want that. I'm always sick of always being looked down on. Why won't anyone accept me? Well, because you've got kind of a victim complex. So, anything cooking over here, though? Alright, bye. I wasn't really expecting to find much in there. So, let's go check out the monitor room, and then I guess we'll go see if Kyoko's ready to engage. There was nowhere else, right? I should look, right? We had places to visit. Headmaster's room, biolab, Monokuma door, second floor of the dormitories. Yeah, okay.
Hey, Makoto.
Are you here to look around too? Is that what you're doing here? Yeah, I can't help but wonder about that Monokuma door. So I figured if all the doors had been unlocked, that one should be open too, right? Although I couldn't bring myself to open it. Because it might explode, right? And that'd really suck. So, you open it. I'm sure she didn't mean it, but it sounded like she was okay with me getting blown up. Yeah. Okay, I'll open it. Let me take cover first. I don't want to get exploded. Nina raced to a nearby desk and hid underneath it. Okay, go ahead. Everything will be okay. Right? Alright, here goes nothing. I threw all my weight into it, but the door opened much easier than I expected. Well, there was no explosion, thankfully. My first impression was, this place is totally sci-fi. Yeah, I was kind of thinking the same thing. What is this device? It looks like some kind of control panel. It's really over the top, though, like some kind of military installation or something. Yeah, it kind of looks like a mech cockpit, right? Hifumi'd probably freak out if he saw it. Cockpit? So the Monokuma room has a control panel that looks like some kind of cockpit. Then could that mean?
Okay.
Let's start poking at it or whatever. I'm going to start pushing buttons. You can't just or whatever something like this. You absolutely can. But it was too late. Ian was already jabbing away at the control panel. Did you hear that? Yeah, I think it came from the other room. Not sure, but I think it was that one. The button that says Data Center. Looks like a control... I took a look at the control panel. Saw a bunch of buttons, each with the name of a room next to it. And just like Hina said, there was one labeled Data Center. That must be the one she pushed. But the Data Center, that's right next door. The room we were just in. That's where the strange noise came from.
Yeah.
I better check it out. Yes, please. I'm kind of scared out of my mind right now, so I'll just cheer you on from here. I'm guessing Monokuma's in there now. Did I just hear what I think I heard? There's the boy. Okay. So someone was fucking with Monokuma's control panel a minute ago. Well, not a minute ago anymore, but someone was messing with Monokuma. But there's no way anyone was operating that panel when we couldn't see them. Well, okay, I phrased that badly. Nobody we've seen while Monokuma is active could have been using that panel. Is that Monokuma? Hey, Grar. Grar, give me all your donuts. Guys. It was all a setup. It's all been a setup this whole time. Guys. Oh, God. Mukuro matches Junko's vitals. Or, well, the vitals we found that we now know are Mukuro's match Junko's, or the ones that we have listed as Junko's. And we now know that they can't have been piloting Monokuma while we could see them. Is Junko the mastermind? I don't mean the one that we thought was Junko. That looks like it was Mukuro. It seems like we saw Mukuro die in the gym, but we thought it was Junko. Because the stats we had listed for Junko seem to actually have been Mukuro's. Is that you, Hina? Oh man, busted! How did you know? What is this, some kind of remote control camera setup? You don't even know what you're controlling? Well, I mean, I can't really see anything from in here. Guess what I found? A self-destruct button. Whatever you do, don't push it. Oh man. Were you seriously gonna push it? Wait, so she also can't see? The room with the Monokuma drawing on it and the control panel inside. Hey Makoto, what the heck was that just now? Monokuma. What do you mean? What you were controlling just now. It was Monokuma. Huh? Monokuma? For real? It looks like the panel definitely controls Monokuma. That means the mastermind has been controlling Monokuma from this room. Yeah, they were definitely in here. The mastermind has been controlling Monokuma from this room. And this control room is totally separate from the data center area with all the monitors. In other words...
Hey.
Maybe the mastermind can't monitor us and control Monokuma at the same time. Kyoko's theory was right. But if the mastermind's been controlling Monokuma from here, that means they've been inside the school this whole time, right? I guess that would have to be true. But if that is true... It's a very... Anyway, here's a hint. And the mastermind, Monokuma's puppeteer, really is the 16th student. It can't be. There's no way, right? What's wrong, Makoto? I don't like the face you're making. It's nothing. Oh, okay. What about you? Is everything okay? Well, it's just... This is where the mastermind's been hiding, right? Who knows if they've set up traps or something. I can't say it isn't possible. But I really hope it's not true. You want to leave soon? There's still lots of other places to check out. Good point. Can't waste all our time standing around here. I mean, is there actually nothing else to look at? Okay, I mean, there's a thing on the floor. As soon as the door to the data center was closed, I heard a strange sound. What was that? The door just locked on its own. What? My hand shot out to grab the doorknob. You're right, it's locked. But why? We've literally just walked past the mastermind. Of course it's locked, because the data center is now restricted. Monokuma.
Just a second.
No fair, you can't just go around restricting whatever you feel like.
Hey,
It's for your benefit, because if that room stays open, I won't be able to move around. Imagine how depressed everyone would get if the school mascot just upped and stopped moving. Then that room. As you may have guessed, that's where my controls are. So right now, you're being operated by someone in that room.
Yes, indeed.
Correctamundo.
You're a liar.
But that doesn't make any sense. We were just in there. We didn't see anyone. They were hiding under the trapdoor in the room, weren't they? The one that they wouldn't let me look at. Oh, you didn't, did you? Are you sure you were as thorough as you could have been? Did you happen to check a certain suspicious hatch? The hatch on the floor. That was your one big chance, and you blew it.
Too bad.
Of course that hatch can't be opened from the outside anyway. Oh, thank God. Oh, Jesus Christ, that scared the shit out of me. Now then, this room is officially restricted, so no more investigating. I'll be relying on you guys to tell the others. Oh, thank God. Oh, I was so scared. He's gone, but...
So,
Was he telling the truth? The mastermind was hiding in there? In fact, if you think back to when we got locked out of the room, that proves it for sure.
Huh?
Then, when I said we should leave, well, that hatch couldn't be opened from the outside anyway, right? Yeah. Thank God, otherwise I would have been really mad. So it's not your fault.
Sorry.
Okay. Anyway, we don't have to let it get to us. We have to stay positive and make the most of the time we have left. You're right. If there's one thing I'm good at, it's keeping my body moving. Well, you know, it's good to have a skill, I guess. I've just noticed something's fucked up. There we go. Much better. Okay, I'm gonna run around and tell everyone what we found here. Nice. You've got me all motivated again. Okay, I'll see you later. Hina took off at a full sprint, and I have to do what I can too. That's the only way forward.
This is a school announcement. Is everyone working hard? Is your investigation coming along nicely? Well then, since you're all giving it your best, your generous headmaster will give you a little hint.
Such benevolence.
For those of you who are interested, please make your way to the gym ASA possible.
Now he wants to give us a hint. It's suspicious. There's no doubt. This could be a trap. He said to go to the gym, right? Sick. Oh, I was sure it wouldn't take me here. Oh, hey, hero. Oh, Makoto. Why do you act so surprised? Oh, no reason. Weird. You heard the announcement, right? Are you here to find out what he has to say? Wait, this is not the right piece of paper. There we go. I just did, actually. I'm on my way out. You already talked to him? What did he say? Hero's acting pretty sus again. I gotta go. Hero, wait. There was no point trying to stop him. He ran off like a frightened animal. It was like he was trying to avoid me. I was hoping to talk to him about the notebook I found. Has he been hiding something this whole time? Well, it sure does look like it. He's been kept back multiple times, so I guess it's not out of the question he was here as well.
Hello, welcome, hello. Are you ready for your final hint? Well, it just so happens to be in the envelope on the ground in front of you.
The envelope.
Just so you know, I won't be answering any questions about what you find. Don't worry, just get on with it.
To be honest, I'd be disappointed if you did. Monokuma's cryptic words didn't make me feel any better. They weren't especially cryptic. What I found was a single photograph. Makoto is the only one not in there. Junko's face is also being obscured. It featured a bunch of faces I recognized extremely well. I don't see anything else unusual. It was everyone who'd come to Hope's Peak at the same time as me. Wait, but there's someone behind Sayaka. She's the only one I don't recognize. We have looked at her face like 15 minutes ago. Wait, that's not true. I do recognize her. That's right. When Byakuya and I were in the Headmaster's room and we looked at that file. Mukuro Ikubasa. And this girl is... Wait, what? Why? Why is Mukuro here with everyone else? And even more than that, just having everyone here posed like this is weird enough by itself. And we're all wearing matching uniforms. I don't remember anything like this. Well, you're not in the picture. And now I'm looking at it, it's not even everyone. Frustratingly, we can't see Mukuro or Junko's hands. I'm not in the picture. I'm the only one not there. The picture has all 15 other students, but not me. But I guess that makes sense. After all, I don't remember ever taking a picture like this. I went to junior high with Sayaka, but the first time I met everyone was when I arrived here at Hope's Peak. So it's natural for me to not be in the picture, but then why is Sayaka in it? Right? You're saying you went to school with Sayaka, but she's in this photo as well. But what's definitely unnatural is that everyone else is in the picture. I thought everyone was like me and didn't know each other until they got here. But if this picture is real, then could it be everyone else and just me? Maybe they're all in it. Maybe they're all out to get us. Maybe this actually is the Truman Show. Everyone else is just an actor.
How long are you gonna keep up this rambling soliloquy of yours, Hamlet?
What are you gonna do?
You're kind of getting in the way standing there, you know. So, I mean, get out.
But
I told you I'm not fielding any questions.
Unbelievable.
What kind of mystery would this be if I gave you all the answers?
/r at 2e exclamation point. Dash. Greater than 3. I guess that means he's done talking. So in the end, all I found in the gym was even more confusion. Also, nobody else has come apparently. And with that confusion in hand, I left the gym dejected. Nobody else has come for this hint, despite the announcement being made. How does that count as a hint? It just made me even more confused. Is that what Monokuma was going for? Did he put together a fake photo just to confuse me? But it looked so real, so full of life. How could anyone fake that? You'd be surprised, but I don't think it's fake. Which would mean everyone but me. Maybe I should just ask everyone directly. No, I have to clear this up. Alright, where are the boys? The archive? Oh, of course. This is the wrong room. Byakuya, I know you're in here, you big fucking nerd. Where are you? Byakuya, do you think we could talk? God, I wish we didn't. Byakuya.
That's enough.
I have nothing to talk to you about. Don't talk to me as if we're friends. Of course he didn't. He just walked away. Why was he acting like that? Like he was purposefully trying to avoid me. Maybe they all just managed to beat Makoto there. I wonder if they all... If that's true, I wonder if they all saw the same thing as us, or if Monokuma did something different. So, where's the next one? Okay. Presumably, Kyoko is still over in the dorms. Hey, Hero! Makoto! What's going on? Every time I see you, you freak out. No, no. Sorry, but I'm in a big hurry. Man. They either took that photo really badly, or he showed them something else. It's like he was trying to avoid me. Like he was afraid of me. Let's see, where was the other person on this floor? Up there. Oh. I decided to visit the biolab one more time. And the first thing I saw when I got there was her, passed out again. So she saw blood in here. Toko? Ah. Are you okay? No, she's not dead, is she? Unfortunately, she's not dead. Wah. It's cold. It's super cold. It's so cold, I think I might catch cold. If you keep taking naps in places like this, I'm sure you will.
I see.
What? I was asleep? Oh, I must have fainted. I bet you were standing there, staring at me, getting all excited, weren't you? No, I wasn't.
Have you
Oh,
reached
then
that
what?
certain
Hot and
age?
bothered, straight up. Jesus fucking Christ. Oh, okay, so why did you pass out? I don't know. Last thing I remember, well, there's a body, isn't there, over there? Your memory stops and starts. Bingo bazinga. We share some basic knowledge, but our memories are very much separate. And don't say it like it's a bad thing. It's a blessing as far as I'm concerned. Because even if she forgets something, I totally remember. It's like double the memory. I'm not sure on the mathematics there. I see. So that's going to be important, huh? But all I want to know right now is, where's my little darling? Ugh. I don't know. I'm sure Byakuya's around here somewhere investigating.
Yeah.
By himself, I assume so.
Oh, I'm
I knew it. I totally knew it. I'm a pro when it comes to all things master. Anyway, I gotta hurry. Can't even imagine how lonely he must be. Yeah, I'm sure. Toko shot off. I totally forgot to ask her about the picture. You're so bad at this. I have more important things to do. Well, yes, I'm sure this is the reason. The fridge is open. But this is presumably the last body, because it seems weird to, like, not go just down the line. But I'm sure they were all shut tight last time I was here. That must be why she passed out.
Right.
She faints easily.
Makoto.
It's getting late, isn't it? Are you okay?
Indeed.
I'm sorry I made you worry. No, you don't have to apologize. But listen, about this room. Oh yeah,
It would seem...
it's a morgue. Yeah.
I knew it.
I suspected as much. I wonder if... Does raw being written on it change anything if we know it's a morgue? Raw food? I don't know. And Toko must have looked inside the fridge, seen what was in there, and, well, there you have it. You knew she'd fainted.
Indeed.
I was on my way here when Genocide Jack came running past me. I assumed she must have sneezed, but once I got inside, the real reason became clear.
Would seem...
I imagine she came here to investigate, and when she opened the slot there, that's when she saw the body inside and dropped. Why did she do that, though?
Anyway...
It seems like she should know that would not result in good things. Anyway, we should close it up. Don't want to leave it hanging open.
Makoto.
Give me a hand. Let's look at it, though. What's wrong?
Listen.
Maybe we should wait a second before closing it. Mukuro's body is in here. Mukuro's body is inside the fridge.
see.
Quick, measure her. Just like every other time, the Mastermind probably brought it up here while we were in the class trial. The Mastermind did it? Because they assumed we wouldn't be doing the class trial over again, I guess.
So...
I don't know about that. Either way, now I can finally get a good look at the body.
Makoto.
I need to do my own examination of the corpse as soon as possible. I'm going to find a clue this time, and I'm going to grab the Mastermind by the tail. Okay, so what should I
So
do?
then-
Why don't you just, wait over there. I'll let you know when I'm finished. Yeah. Yes, you're utterly useless, Makoto. It's true. Of course you can't. After all, she's in it too. Don't let me interrupt your investigation, but I wanted to ask you about something. What is it? It's about that announcement Monokuma made earlier. You mean the one about the hint or something? I didn't take him up. Why not?
Because...
The only reason he'd give us a hint at this point would be to confuse us, to cloud our judgment. I can solve this mystery on my own without whatever hints he has to offer. That's a good point. I wish I could go back and do the same thing, but what's done is done. Standing here looking at her, I don't think she's hiding anything from me. Is she right? Did the Mastermind forge that picture? That's gotta be it. There's no other explanation. But what if we were in a simulation? Really? This is about the group photo? Can we not just examine the body? I want to examine the body, but Makoto's too much of a pussy. Fine. Wait, what? Well, but you won't talk to her about anything else. Look at this again. But more importantly, yeah, these. Those aren't. Okay, it would seem the blue light comes on when a slot is occupied. So when someone's in there, the blue light comes on. Looking around the number of blue lights that are on, including Mukuro's, there's 9 in all. That's the correct number, right? I think so. 9. 9 lights? Is it not? Who all's died? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, I see. Yes, there should be 10 because this doesn't include Mukuro. I mean, but like, you know, yeah, that one's... Oh wait, no, it's not. That is 9 lights. There was never a 10th bot, so yes, one of the bodies is missing. God. Fuck. It must be the death was faked then. Because otherwise there should be 10, including Mukuro, but there's only 9. Please talk to her about the body, I'm begging you. Then what do you want me to look at? Yes, we have indeed. We've consulted this tarp before. At some point, someone got it from the biolab and took it over there. Okay, apparently. Yes, indeed. I thought we looked at this. Anyway, yes, so whoever did the killing of Mukuro had to be able to get into this room. Because otherwise, nobody else could get in here. The only people that would have been able to were Kyoko, who we don't think did it, and the mastermind. There's no one else who could have gotten the tarp. Okay, I'm done. Oh, finally.
Indeed.
Anyone can do good work if they go slow. In that spirit, I'll make my report brief.
Indeed.
I paid careful attention to the wounds and traces of blood, and it seems highly likely the stomach wound and blow to the back of the head were inflicted after death. Really? The burnt tissue made things a little difficult, but I'm completely confident in my findings. So that means neither of those injuries were the fatal, right? Then what was the injury? The victim's identity is unknown. They were, however, dead before the blast. It's because it's somebody that we think is dead. The only other option is those other wounds, but the file said they were old.
Is that right?
Where does it say they're old?
Because...
At least several days ago. You're not wrong. There is a distinction to be made.
Wrong.
Well, the difference is immense, considering the impression they give. True. Several days implies a recently inflicted wound, whereas just long time ago could be anywhere.
Listen.
You seem to be equating several days old with simply old.
However...
But that doesn't quite follow logically. You're not wrong. Old wounds makes it sound like they've been there forever, like they're not related to the murder. Are you saying they are? But we got all the Monokuma file right after she was killed, right? So if the wounds were at least a few days old, there's no way we could have had anything to do with it.
So then...
But what if Mukuro herself wasn't killed within the last few days?
At the very least...
Certainly you can allow it as one of the many possibilities, can't you? Yes,
Right.
I'm certainly pretty sold on this one. A detective doesn't have supernatural powers. There's no way to predict the answer from the beginning. Instead, the ideal detective begins by imagining as many possible scenarios as they can.
In other words...
They envision these possibilities without prejudice, without bias, using only their logic and common sense. Then, as they investigate, they test what they find against each of these possibilities. Of course, me telling you this doesn't mean you'll be any good at detective work, but beyond using that to solve this particular mystery, you should keep it in mind for the future. True, I should remember that.
Hey.
So, if there's anything else... Yes, please tell me. There was one thing. Earlier when I was looking at Mukuro's profile, it listed her height and weight.
So...
5'7", 97 pounds, 31, 22, 32. You remembered all that? They are indeed consistent with the corpse. Really? So then...
Indeed.
And don't forget about the Fenrir tattoo. There's absolutely no mistake.
Indeed.
Our victim in this case, without a doubt, Mukuro Ikusaba. So, it does match her as well as Junko, then.
And?
Is that all you wanted to ask? Yeah.
So then...
I'm not stupid, right? Junko does match that, doesn't she? This is not the correct page. Like, am I stupid? I wasn't expecting the body to have the same measurements. 5'7", 97, 31. But that's pretty fucking weird, isn't it? Like, these two people are identical in every way. Their height, their weight, and their chest are all the same. Like, even down to the pound? It's pretty weird still, regardless. Then it looks like we have no further business with Mukuro's body. Let's get going. It's kind of chilly in here. Aren't we gonna put the body back? Don't you think it's kind of sad leaving it out like this?
Why?
Sad? Did you forget she was our enemy once? As a part of the ultimate despair. But she got killed. She's still a victim.
Hey.
Have you ever heard the phrase, you reap what you sow? Well, yeah. You really are naive, you know that. Yeah, I hate him. It's really quite appalling, yeah. But she could have abandoned me. She decided to help me instead. So for someone like that, what does it mean to be naive?
So then,
I think we've done all we can do here. Back to our separate investigations. I still have one more thing to do. Ah, yes, of course. Hey, Kyoko, I did have one last thing. I know I shouldn't, but I feel like I have to ask.
what?
Go ahead, then. Out with it. Have you really not seen your dad even once since you got here?
So...
What do you mean? Well, you know those lockers on the second floor of the dorms?
Indeed.
I do. But to get into any of the lockers, you'd need the handbook of whoever the locker belongs to. Actually, I managed to get them open using the emergency handbook.
I see.
The one you found in the headmaster's
And?
room. So, did you find anything worthwhile? I found a pocketbook, and after looking through it, I think it must be your pocketbook.
Why is that?
What makes you say that?
Because...
Like I said, only the locker's owner should be able to get into it, right? I can't imagine those lockers belong to any of us. After all, we only got access to that area just recently. What I'm saying is there's no way I could have had access to any of those lockers. And if I did have a pocketbook, why would I bother putting it in a locker? True. Everything you said makes perfect sense, but there was something written inside. It was about the headmaster, about your father.
What? If that's true...
Could that mean that video? Oh, what was in your video?
Makoto.
Makoto, I think everything is finally starting to fit together to reveal a cohesive picture. Although, I'm afraid that picture might be worse than anything we could have imagined. What are you talking about? I need to investigate those lockers right now. I need to confirm what you just said with my own 2 eyes. Okay, let me give you the headmaster's handbook.
So...
That won't be necessary. If I'm right about this, I shouldn't have any problem opening the locker with my own. After all, it would seem it's my locker. Your locker? If you watch this, it'll all make sense. A DVD. Urgent interviews?
So...
I found it in that hidden room after you left.
Anyway,
I don't have time to explain exactly what I think it means, so just watch it for yourself. I think you'll realize exactly what it means. You'll understand why you found my pocketbook in a place none of us have been. None of this makes sense right now.
Makoto.
Oh, and now it's my turn. Do you have a second to listen to me ramble?
In other words...
As it turns out, the arrangements I'd made didn't stick. What I mean is, I'm less and less sure of everything, even my own feelings. You're talking about your dad, right? I could never find the answers to the questions I wanted to ask for the rest of my life. And all because of the mastermind.
However...
But there's one thing I am sure of. When it comes to the mastermind, there's no room in my heart for forgiveness. I swore to destroy the mastermind. This is just one more reason to follow through. Kyoko's eyes burned with the fire of determination. The determination to defeat the mastermind. It's strange to be confronted with his death and suddenly feel this way. I couldn't care less if my father had found happiness. So why is it? Why does it bother me so much to know how he suffered? It's ridiculous. There's no understanding it, I guess. She let out a small laugh as she said it, but her smile was filled with sorrow. That's it for my rambling. There's still much to do before I can consider my task complete.
Hey.
But keep this in mind. There's only ever one absolute truth. Whether the truth serves justice or suffering, whether it's the greatest truth or the worst. What do you mean?
Makoto.
Even if the truth you uncover is filled with hopelessness, you still can't give up hope. Absolutely not. Because all I can do is keep moving forward. That's pretty much all I'm good at. Indeed. Sorry if that was strange.
So then...
Anyway, I need to get going. I'll see you at the class trial. Leaving that final farewell, Kyoko was gone. I'd better get going myself. I won't lose hope, even if it's the worst. I can't afford to lose. Alright. Let's go pop this bad boy in. Not the pool. Not the dormitory. There we go. Okay. Come on, there we go. There's be able to play DVDs just fine. I better take a look. I took the DVD Kyoko gave me and put it in the player. It said that it was playing, but nothing appeared on screen. I stared into the black of the monitor. It must have only been a few seconds. But to me it felt like an eternity. And then all of a sudden, an image appeared. Sayaka. It took me by total surprise. I hadn't seen Sayaka in who knows how long, and there she was.
Are you ready to begin?
Remember to stay hydrated.
I do apologize, but I hope you don't mind if I record our conversation. I'm a little slow, you know. I never really got the hang of taking notes while having a conversation.
It sounded like he was trying to make a joke, but Sayaka's tense face didn't move a single millimeter.
So this video is meant to serve as a kind of contract substitute. It's not that I don't trust you guys. It's more like insurance. So please don't worry too much. Now then, let me get straight to the point. There is a chance that you may have to spend the rest of your life here in the school. Can you accept that?
You want me to accept that? Sayaka was obviously at a total loss. It made total sense. Who would agree to spending the rest of your life in school? I accept.
Thank you. And I'm sorry about all this. Well, I can promise you that I will do everything in my power to keep you safe. As the headmaster of Hope's Peak Academy, I give you my word.
As if on cue, that's where the video cut out. That's it? There was a lot I hadn't understood up till now, but this, only this, I simply couldn't comprehend what I'd heard, because I know how much Sayaka wanted to get out of here. I know how much she wanted to escape and pursue her dreams with her friends again. She wanted that so bad, she tried to frame me for murder, so why? Why would she say yes to living here for the rest of her life? As I sat there thinking about it, I noticed a sudden light. On the monitor, the video that I thought was finished flashed back on screen. As if I was confused before, what I saw next pushed me right over the edge. What I saw was me. And possibly undeniably
So,
me.
Makoto, before we begin, I should let you know that I'll be recording our conversation.
Yes.
Me and the headmaster were looking at each other. He and I were having what seemed like a fairly normal conversation. But I, the I in here and now, had no memory of it. I had no memory of ever even meeting the headmaster, much less sitting down to talk to him.
Now, shall we get straight to the point? Makoto, there's a chance you may have to spend the rest of your life here in the school. Can you accept that?
Yes.
This can't be real. I said yes.
I'm sorry I'm putting you through all this,
Well, I mean, we don't have much of a choice, do we?
but I promise that as long as you're in this school, I will do everything I can to protect you. As the headmaster of Hope's Peak Academy, that's the very least I can do for you.
Once again, the video cut out. From there, the video repeated the same scene again and again with the others. Byakuya. Toko. Hina. Everyone. They all said they agreed to live in the school forever. And then... Kyoko. Her interview with him had been recorded just as clearly. Without a doubt, she had met him. She'd sat down with the headmaster of Hope's Peak, her father. And when he asked her this question, she answered the same as everyone else. She accepted a life within the school. Just as Kyoko's interview was wrapping up, the monitor suddenly went black. Huh? It wasn't just the monitor. The DVD player itself had apparently turned off. Which of course meant the DVD wasn't playing anymore. What the heck just happened?
Say what?
Oopsies! Looked like it broke. Out of service.
So, what, it just happened to break now?
Too bad.
Now then, when? Doesn't matter. Failure can strike anywhere, anytime. That's what failure is, right?
Failure, my ass, you cut the power. Well, whatever. Even if I watched the whole thing, it'd just be more of the same. Well, obviously not. He'd ask them the question, they'd all say yes. I couldn't help myself. I let out a huge, exasperated sigh. I remembered something.
That's right.
I fainted too. When I woke up, I noticed a strange feeling of separation within myself.
It would seem...
At that time, I'd forgotten. I couldn't remember why I'd come to this school.
Hey,
What would make you forget? Strange, isn't it? A convenient outcome. Something that seemed to obviously work in favor of the mastermind. I've lost my memory too. I mean, obviously, yes. Have we all forgotten? Or... I don't know what to think. Like...
For anything that has a start, there has to be an end. And if the end comes, then that means it's time for a fresh start. There is no night that doesn't have a dawn. Although that dawn is totally pitch black, there is no storm that won't eventually end. Of course, then that leads to drought. But as I said, every end is the promise of a new beginning. Which is why I'm sure we'll get to meet again. Because the end is only the beginning. Anyway, let's get started. The beginning of the end of the class trial. Everyone gather once again at you-know-where.
Finally. It's about to begin again. The class trial. The final class trial. The last time all our lives will be on the line. The last time hope and despair are on the line. I don't have a choice. I have to do this. This is the end. I guess I'm the first one this
Makoto.
time. You're early, Makoto.
listen.
Does that mean you feel prepared? For now, at least. But where's everyone else? Why aren't they here yet?
However...
Don't worry, I'm sure they'll be here soon. And just like she said... Byakuya. Byakuya. They arrived one after another, and they were all in the same state of shock. Hina. Hiro. Silence. And it wasn't any normal silence. It was the deafening silence of fear and suspicion. It was like the first class trial.
You called for me and so I appear.
Uh-huh. Interesting soundbite to use on that.
Oh, I'm on fire.
Strong, silent master is so wonderful, so cool, so hot, my...
Yes,
Now listen, everyone. Everything will be just fine if you leave it to me.
my beautiful
With my scissors, sharp scissors in hand, I'll stab and gouge the shiv the master of evil. I thought you couldn't kill anyone but adorable little boys. If it's what master wants, it can be boy or girl or anything in between. I can handle it. Where am I? No human language can describe the disappointment I'm feeling right now. Yeah, that's pretty relatable. Is everyone here? Oh, and wearing our gloomy Gus faces.
Well now.
Okay then, let's begin.
Chills, chills, kills.
The final trial is gonna be slathered in pitch black despair, climaximum sorrow.
That's fine.
You're right, this is the final class trial, and this time it'll be fair.
What do you mean this time? Stop with all the slander. I'm a bear in good standing, you know.
Unbelievable.
If there was a Mr. Fair Guy Universe contest, I'd take home the tiara every year. I'm gonna win this game super fair and
Today,
square.
I'm feeling white.
And I'll make sure everyone watching at home knows that despair is mightier than hope.
Stop talking.
Enough of your tedious drivel, begin the trial.
Sure, let's begin. I'll be waiting for you.
Guys.
Don't try and run away. Laughing as loud as ever, he disappeared. Whatever.
In the name of my
This will be
family.
over in no time. With an inexplicable confidence, Byakuya was the first into the elevator. One by one, the others followed. Okay, good talk, team. Nobody made eye contact. Nobody said a word. They just disappeared into the elevator. They're all acting odd. Like they're paranoid, suspicious of each other.
However,
But you know why that is, don't you? I think so.
however,
Well, you can tell us all about it soon, at the class trial. You're right, I'm ready.
So,
Ready to win, right? Of course. I'm glad to hear you say that. And then Kyoko was aboard the elevator. Let's go. Step after step toward that gaping maw. I'd resolved that this would be the last time. I repeated to myself that there was no fear, no mystery left. I pushed the anxiety down, calmed my trembling body, and finally on steady legs, I passed the threshold and stood in the elevator. Without warning, it began to descend, deeper and deeper, 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 deeper still, deeper, 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 and deeper, deeper and deeper, deeper and deeper, deeper and deeper, deeper and deeper. It fell. Deeper. I closed my eyes and sight fell away. All sound, too, disappeared. Alone in the universe, I waited for the elevator doors to open for the last time. What could have been seconds or centuries later, I felt the gentle vibration of the elevator come to the end. I slowly opened my eyes. This is the final trial site.
What do you think? Isn't it just the perfect background for deciding a person's fate?
Dude, check the artifacting on those fucking poles, dude.
It's the long-awaited last stage, the always exciting final boss battle. And I'm gonna sit in on this one. I'll just sit right here in the vacant 16th seat.
Thrills, chills.
Let's begin.
It's finally time. Let's go.